they can get to a point where they can actually defend, because as you said with the Luna, it's not particularly great, because with all these summons inside of OG, not just from Lycan but also from the Beastmaster, Voka with the Forge Spirits and whatnot, cannot really rely on Eclipse to just help you out in these mid-game engagements like you would with a Gyrocopter, for instance. Right, that would be the other one that's very popular against these kind of strats, just with Black Cannon and till then the call down being the big AoE. So yeah, I do like OG's lineup a little bit better too. But Alliance certainly have some ways to push out lanes themselves and also take objectives eventually. So it's not as powerful as OG.
One worrisome for Alliance I see as well is that not only do they need time for their heroes to kind of come online with both OD and Luna, none of them are really a space trader, they only have the Sanking for that. But they don't have any D-push, they have the Fade Vault only. Like, Night Stalker and Sanking can't really do it easily, so if it gets to a point where OG is like far enough ahead so they can push, and with this lineup they don't need to be very far ahead, it's gonna be hard for Alliance to deal with it.
Well, they disrupt on play, trying to actually catch somebody, and it might find us for here. Tiger with the slow cast, not gonna bounce, so there it is. Insania coming through with that lift into the barrel strike. There should be a dead Beastmaster, so Alliance claiming the first blood onto Mika, the best hero to get it on. And they'll also still be able to secure a few of these bounty runes.
A nice little sneaky smoke play here. Alliance, they make sure that they get the first punch in this best of 3, and that always feels good.
Oh, aggro lane here. Dota is hanging around in this off lane.
Ooh, I do like this actually, because tanking is obviously gonna do pretty good against Beastmaster with the Cosmic Finale and Beastmaster being a melee hero, but OG sniffs it out. They have a good ward here that spots Boxy taking the safe lane bounty rune, so they're adjusting.
We're making a rotation here, not gonna waste any TPs or time. Experience points. Sometimes you have that when you don't identify it quickly enough. You still want to switch lanes, but you want to hold on to your TPs so you can be ready for the follow-up switch if that happens. Maybe miss out on a few creeps as yes, but well, not this time that quickly. They're making that choice quickly enough.
The thing, yeah, exactly. Like if you end up having to TP to change your lanes, the other team can just TP instantly, and it's basically for nothing. So it's always nice to get that instant lane as you want.
That is not what I expected there. Witch Doctor, not even that far forward, but Boxy and Tiger able to bring him down regardless.
Very nice kill for them, and I mean, as we can see, Boxy is already like struggling with dealing with the Big Daddy right click. Oh, are they lucky with the cask? No, they're not. That was some luck. RNGs on their side. I think that might have been a kill on Boxy. But the Lycan, he has 66 base damage, of course, and he just clicks on heroes, and they can't trade with him really efficiently. And of course, with the Feral Impulse region, it's hard to lane against this hero, even though he doesn't really have a stun or anything.
Worse, but Boxy, I mean, this is the safe lane, but he's still in that off-lane position because of that. All alone, left to fend for himself. He does have the mango in case he absolutely needs it, but he does have enough mana for another burst strike to just get out and buy himself some space. So, it is what it is. He's still gonna get a whole lot of levels. This is the one difference where it's a little bit harder to maintain lane equilibrium if you're that off-lane.
And I do like the fact that he went Boxy. He has this easier lane for him because, as said, Luna and OD are not space created. They need this tanking to make room for them in this draft, because they're gonna want to farm for at least 15 or 20 minutes. OD needs minimum his 4 staff to kind of join fights against this Lycan Beastmaster shenanigans. So that Boxy is getting this safe lane means that he's gonna have a higher priority in farm. He's gonna get his Blink Dagger or whatnot a lot sooner than if he would have been in a rough offlane position. So that's the thought process for Alliance. I think that's very correct.
Well, Tiger's there, seeing some experience here, trying to help out as much as he can, but there's a cask. A lot of damage already being done to Boxy. The Maldek takes here is gonna bring him kinda low. He's already out of region, he's munching on his last tango. So might actually back off. Can't even go towards the shrine. Tiger doesn't have regen either. So OG
Yeah,
sense an opportunity here, perhaps to zone him out even further.
region-wise here,
Meanwhile,
OG
down
is
bottom,
winning this lane
Insania
hard.
actually also dropping quite a low. Jarex starting to punch him down, even diving the tower here in the axis. Will be finishing the job. S4 getting a kill for himself here. Loda, not a whole lot that you can do. Level 2 Luna at that point.
Don't know where, because I guess that wasn't that much damage. Jarek said it felt like he punched quite hard though, and he doesn't have any stacks here. So he's not currently doing what he did in the previous ET games, but yeah, they claim the kill.
We will see that eventually.
And nice from Misena, he denies the creep pull from Jarek, so
Chased out. This is 4. Very aggressively even. Keep looking at this top lane. No tail now. He's slowed
nighttime.
down. Nice little burst strike here with the extra right clicks from Tiger. Doing that nighttime. Still level 2. And turn around from Fly with the cast. Is still gonna get that kill.
Good fair
1-4
fire.
trade. And Jarek's making rotation here. They'll make it. Oh, burst strike. Boxy. Just in time to dodge that stomp and even gets the bounty rune for his troubles. The sunstrike. No, it's not enough damage. It's all good. Oh, it landed. Resolution. It's been on the mark with these, even without a setup.
Just points out that hey, there's
Bottom lane, though.
I'm here in the game.
And Beastmaster 2. Tiger with the instant rotation down to the bottom lane. As soon as nighttime hits, Alliance just put their foot on the gas, essentially.
Yeah,
Say,
they're
hey,
cranking
I'm
the
here,
heat.
then I'm here, I'm gonna get kills everywhere I go.
And Tiger has been getting a lot of praise because of his great rotation and stuff in their earlier series, and he's showing it off here. He shows that even against OG, he's making it happen.
Yep. What you need to do, you're trying to throw a wrench in their plans. Do anything you can to slow down this draft, because you have a Beastmaster, you have a Lycan. They're always going to be good at pushing and taking objectives with the win. Any sort of skirmish mid lane. Speaking of skirmishes, there's one, the cask. Already used here. Nika with the, yeah, he's actually dead, or is he? Verify Gaming. But the Meldic's ticking enough to get that kill at the same time. Also make a play on a Beastmaster down bottom again, so realizing, hey, might lose this fight mid, but there's no rotation, so we can go a little bit aggressive in the other lanes.
Yeah, nice for Boxy. Like, they wanted to rotate lanes anyways, and if you can get a kill with that, that's the perfect one, so... Alliance are showing up here, and as we can see in the mid lane, Odie is actually having quite an advantage over Invoker, so that kill was very, very good for the side of OG.
Also not at a point yet where Resolution can catch up with a lot of Sunstrike kills. We haven't really seen them be able to set that up for him just yet. Let's see it now though. Jarex is still smoked up. Fly, not so
Try
much.
versus try.
There was something still nighttime. Tiger does have that advantage. Lift up into the losing beam on level 2. So not crazy amount of damage now. Rest of OG will show themselves a stomp though. Off the mark now. No tail. On half health already. They cancelled the self. Yeah, it was right click from Loda or something to cancel that immediately. So now he just has to rely on the space region, which is ridiculous with also the tango going on top. Lions, they kind of dodged that.
Yeah, I mean, Lycan is a really hard kill to get, even if you're 3 heroes there. Like, he's sitting at 1k health already. He has no stats item whatsoever. That's Lycan for you.
Because in general, a lot of these are at that
Fly.
point flying. Gonna get going on, slowed down, Insania with the lift, but no tail. Posturing very aggressively here at Cask. Will they get lucky? Oh, they will, but already under the tier 1 tower. Same time down bottom. That's a roar. That's a Sunstrike. S4 almost dying himself, but almost not quite enough. Wasn't even raw. It was just kept fighting against each other. That was top lane. The stomp gets through onto the Rubik. Losing beam, live, trying to slow it down, but he's already dead. And now, Dota down to half health. Might want to fight, but Tiger.
Guys here.
Yeah. First strike on 2
Jarex
as
is
well.
hitting so
Boxy
hard.
with rotation. They find no tail.
Great TP in from
They find
Boxy.
more fly with a TP now. Another burst strike not going to be available with the right clicks and the Coskinali prop. Not enough to get the kill. Witch Doctor, so that's 1 for 1 up top.
Fun to see here that both offlaners, both Boxy and S4 has decided to go for the face boots, which I mean, the popularity of face boots has really been increasing lately. I do like it on both heroes though. Especially if you get this farm priority, which both of them are sitting at kind of nice CS. guess Boxy not so much, but yeah, it makes you a lot more fighty than
Gonna
if
go
you
again.
would go something
Loda.
with Tranks.
He's dead. The Roar. The Sunstrike.
Nice,
See, that's the
Sunstrike.
combination that we were talking about earlier. I like this decision as well from OG, just in general. Just not really slowing down, especially with daytime hitting. Now it's their turn to turn it up and go for these kind of high speed plays. And
But Alliance,
wow,
they're
wow.
punching right back.
See them rotate here with a haste on Boxy. Right to their own high ground. Feel very, very powerful now. Just starting to right click S4 a little bit. A good cash on resolution.
Yeah, sure, they lose the Luna, but they get Invoker, so that's basically an even trade.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under
Tail
attack.
farming down at the bottom. Skipping behind the tier 1 tower so the creeps can do their thing. Skipping
Doing
away a
like
bit.
and things. 20 HP region already, no problem.
Denied.
Team's balanced. Top. I'd see something here. Loda trying to bait something out. Insane. He's the one who bumped instead.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright. Look at this difference in CS in the middle laners though. Mickey is destroying Invoker right now.
Lane. Speaking of making that rotation down here. Noteldo eats his way through trees. And now let's get his ultimate off. They're buying a little bit of time.
Is he
Center
gonna
already
die here?
used his Q and a couple of right clicks.
Wow,
Okay,
yeah.
Nika. Just drops the hammer, has it fueled up plenty enough, and Sunstrike up top will secure Boxy after the storm. There's Eclipse though, isolated on a couple of heroes fly, will drop to Loda, but him and Insania super low on Alphas. As Jerks looking to turn it around. No Roar or anything else available. He's sitting on the town now, has to turn around, but there's the damage from Jerks. Only plus 60 though. Like 2 heroes or something. Lions on the edge. Make it happen.
A lot of fighting straight off the bat in this best of 3 series. Love it. But yeah, Mickey is doing so good. Like resolution sitting on 33 CS. He's been jungling for the last couple of minutes, and I mean Mickey is sitting at a pleasant 60 assets.
Pretty good. Also reflected in net worth, 4k beyond on the OD, 3.2k on the Invoker. Hasn't gone for that super quick Midas. He has some intermediate items with the. And again, pass bouncing back. Insania. Well, he's insanely dead right now. So much, so much pressure here on this lane from OG. They really want to just keep Loda from last hitting anything.
I mean, it's really fun to see because OG they're making moves, but Alliance so far they've always been able to get some kills elsewhere on the map. So it's not like Alliance is faltering behind. It's not like they're getting over pressure, but they're very much in this game and they very much want to win this.
Gonna go again. Burst Strike will be off the mark though. They still get the lift into the epicenter. The Wanda is 4. Should be able to find him. Roar also pushing Boxy away. Nicely done from S4, but it's not gonna be enough. Loda can secure the kill. Lose the Chooser to give it up there. Earthquake coming through. The Sunstrike off the mark though. Burst Strike onto the Elder Titan. He is dead now. Alliance gets another one as OG don't quite do the numbers correctly. EU maths right there, I guess.
Yeah, can't rely on those EU maths. Resolution is going for the drums build as well. He does not opt to go for the Midas. He goes for Aquila drums. I have not seen a lot of invokers lately, so I can't really say what is norm build here. So
Yes, the Midas queued up now. And he gets the Aquila with the drums.
I mean,
It
what drums provides for you here? I mean, drums first of all is just an amazing item right now. So many heroes picks it up, and I don't think anyone else on the team is gonna pick it up. And it just allows you to fight better, especially against this Odie. If you want to lane against him, the drums allows you to actually not get completely destroyed. You know, you actually, well, the Midas, like, it provides no stats. It's basically only attack speed and the greediness of the active. So
Yeah, I'm with you there. The thing is, so far Resolution hasn't really been fighting apart from these skirmishes mid and just throwing out Sunstrike. That's where his skills came from. So it's kind of the disconnect, right? He's just jungle farming, but he's still going for these fighting items.
it's more so that if he's being put in a position where he
The
needs
thought,
to
the rock
fight,
comes through on top of the Stomp. Sunstrike on the money here on OD. Mika is still alive though, tanky enough. Tiger and Burst Strike on the Invoker. They do bring him down. Oh, do they? That is. They do get the trade though onto Boxy as well as Tiger. Eventually he has Name Tail. Runs him down. Guess that's what you were talking about, that extra bit of tankiness. Blocking in
Yeah, like-
Alliance on this kill attempt for a little bit longer.
Because he knows there runs a big risk that he's gonna be ran at it like this, and then the drums extra stats and movement speed is definitely
Oh, lift
very
again.
welcome.
Well,
And Lois
fuel
being
up
on the bottom
that
as well.
intelligence again. And the bottom lane, Loda doesn't want Eclipse to throw out, but if he stops to cast the Jarek will just punch him to death. He's quick enough on his feet now.
What is
Banishment
Sunstrike?
in mids. They have S4, they catch him with a burst strike. And they defend the mid tower. I mean, it's also where Ruby comes in with the Fate Ball, just using that bouncing between all these creeps, limiting the amount of damage that they can pick out, that can throw out. Top of the glyph being used there. So, in oh, the spirit. Jax realize that it ran through smoke heroes.
Might not have done it.
Right, once he realizes that he's getting a gajillion tons of damage.
Dire's middle tower
But
is under attack.
one worrying thing for OG here is that their lineup, they want to be very much ahead and they want to set the pace right now. But it's Alliance making the moves right now, and it's very even in net worth. And I do believe OG's lineup wants to be a little bit ahead here because they have the Luna and the OD on Alliance side, and this is not when they're strong. OD has his 4 stuff now, which is their first kind of sign where, okay, I can fight if I have to. I don't want to fight, I want to farm more, but OD is somewhat aligned now, so they have that going for them. But yeah, like, I think OG, they want to be the one who sets the pace for this game, and that's not happening right now, and I think that's scary for them going further.
Also the good thing where you're running a Luna. I mean, Loda has been under so much pressure, whereas Ike got the advantage of that because of that, because
Radiant's
he's
bottom tower is under
consequently
attack.
not been under this much pressure here with like 3 heroes in this lane at all times. But the difference is Loda does have the inbuilt farming tool. As now,
They
the
got top
Roar,
air.
the full-on Invoker combo. Ike does have the imprisonment, the burst strike, instant reinitiation here by Alliance. Ike still alive to bring down Resolution, and also -4 with the hammer, just to make sure he cannot
They're
weakly
so
kill
fast
Nicken.
with
Yeah,
that counterplay.
they've just been there immediately. Boxy as well, or especially on this tanking, it's been so crucial. They do
OG
run down Loda
response.
though on the other side, so okay. This time it doesn't get away, but you were talking about the Sand King, their only real super reliable stun. And it's been where they needed to be every single time.
Yeah, and it's so fun to watch this game. There's just punches happening all over the place. Something happens on one side of the map, and the other team responds instantly on the other side of the map, and just all over the place. No one is really giving away an inch in this game, and it's still no goal lead for either team.
Yep.
But as I said, I don't think that favors OG. I think OG wants to be ahead at this point.
Ooh,
They have this
Insania.
Lycan and Beastmaster lineup.
Wanna get gone on here, but with the Shrine, he's staying alive, but still doing a ridiculous amount of damage to Mecha. And he's the one who's dying instead. Insania gets an ultimate steal and running this around again. Boxy looking at least for the trade as Onogotail's ultimate does run out. He will give his own
Making
life.
the trade.
He got a lot more money for Mika though.
Yeah, nice to keep Mickey down a little bit. He is spiraling a little bit out of control. But Notel, he's highest net worth. He's closing in on his Necro 3, and that is gonna be their first really strong peak when Slacken has his Necro 3, and maybe they're gonna go for Roche with that, or they're just gonna try to get these tier 2s.
You might want a tier 2 now. Yeah, Loda. Fully forced out of his side jungle as well, with Jarek threatening its bump from the spirit. The rest of OG just sitting on the high ground waiting for someone to walk in, but Sunstrike after the stomp, Loda down to half health. No one's fight, but looks at 4 stuff into blink from Boxer here. They get the kill onto Jarek's eventually, one would think. This would be an extra couple of right clicks. Didn't want to jinx it there, but Almost did, but the
Notel might
stomp
be in
stolen.
deep here. He does not have a TP. Does Alliance know a TP here? That's the question.
Are scattered.
They're running for it.
oh, taking the chance. Epicenter being channeled up. No Tail slowed down by Tiger as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
Get
Easy
another kill.
I mean, it's 5 heroes here. Any kill like that will always be.
Radiant
Trade of this though.
structures are
S4 on the other side of the map, looking to pressure, and Please get some sort of trade or force reactions back.
Radiant's
Tier 1 still drops Insania
Oh,
with the
wow.
initiation
And now
here.
it's 4.
Boxy with the Burrow Strike. Still looking for a skill. The Stomp, so much damage here stolen from the Rubik, and they're letting him sleep until Loda gets here.
Splat.
To be a part of that. They split him down indeed. And OG there. Yeah, I mean, they're keeping slowed down, and I feel like they have a lineup that's should already almost be looking at these tier 2s and chipping them down without giving up these kind of kills. But let's say that Tiger
Tiger here,
looking
can they
to
get him?
perhaps turn things around and give something back.
He's so tanky, but he's gonna go down. But yeah, OG, like, they have this Invoker late game, which is of course great, and Beastmaster and Lycan, they're gonna provide a super annoying amount of split push later on in this game for sure. But I still feel that they're not where they want to be right now. They want to be ahead, and currently they are fighting for scraps here in this fight game.
Mika,
They're not really finding their footing. But they're going for Roshi now.
Mika tried to be fancy there just to snipe resolution, but didn't quite have that intelligence differential that he needed.
is under attack.
But look at this. This is the other thing that they can do. With Beastmaster and
Yeah, he
Lycan,
dies
it's
so
a
fast.
very easy Roche. He just in the hands of No Tail as he's give himself an item slot.
It dies in like 10-15 seconds, so to be able to contest that, because I'm sure Alliance want to contest it if they're able, but so hard. You just smoke in there on OG and it dies within like 15 seconds. It's incredibly hard to have the like map awareness for Alliance to actually contest that. So very nice for OG.
Lions are still moving that like they want to smoke once nighttime hits again. All kind of huddled around this one general area in the map. Still some decent vision out in the jungle, so you can figure, hey, probably then a side jungle on our side of the map here in S4. Not quite showing just yet.
Yeah, Oxen Insane is in the area.
That's good madness now. Dragonlance and Loda. He's caught up to his own OD. That's good. At the same time, though, OD is kind of falling behind just because Lycan is farming so well with towers going down. Kills that he's been able to secure for himself.
And the Necro 3 is up now, so I wonder if this is some sort of go time for OG here. They're gonna want to look for something, or they're fairly content with just farming for now. Yeah, they're smoking up. Wanna get that top tier 2 tower, I think.
Yeah, Fly and Hotel will be joining with the rest of the team. Resolution, the only one
But look at the
completely
wars.
elsewhere on the map.
Alliance is super good wars for this fight.
Anti-Tink Award. It's about to expire though. They have another one seeing these certifications in and they weren't smoked.
Dire's top tower
Is Alliance
under
ready, or are
attack.
they gonna get caught out here?
They see Fly. I should figure out what's happening now. Thump, ready, Boxy. Has the burst strike out. Good cooldown now for another couple of seconds. This tower will fall very, very fast. Alliance not quite in
Goodbye,
position to
tower.
fight this, so decide, hey, back off here.
Dire's
Please
top
make sure that the
tower
bottom lane is not sharing the same fate to the
Dire's
split
bottom
push.
tower is under attack.
OG right back at it again here. They land these timings, they have that Aegis in their pocket. So they are the ones making these aggressive moves, leveraging their push power.
Radiant's
And they're
middle tower is
probably
under attack.
gonna go for the tier 2 mid or bottom when the books are up again. So, however, not like Alliance is not finding any farm during this meanwhile. Luna is taking out the bottom lane, and Mickey is kind of jungling and finding some farmers as well. But for now, OG, they do have this 2k goal lead to work with, so I mean, this Aegis is gonna be a big factor. Can OG get like a big fight going their way with this, or they're just gonna get the tier 2s? And then with the next Aegis, I think OG is gonna wanna look to really make something big happen, like get a lane of racks or a big team fight going their way. Whereas if Alliance can withstand until the next Aegis and just keep farming and getting fat, I do believe Alliance is gonna feel like, hey, we've gone through the rough part now. Hopefully, it's gonna be kind of smooth
Radiant's
sailing from
middle
here on.
tower is under attack.
But they're very far from it currently.
Now they're eyeing up as 4. See him very clearly here with all that extra vision. Very straightforward kill on this particular hero with the axes. I'll just do more trees. That'll be that, and this time no one else on the side of Alliance in a position where we get that instant counter.
Big Daddy is kind of deep here.
Wants
Okay,
Insania,
he wants,
gonna get him
wants
too.
blood.
Strike.
Net coup.
Resolution takes it away, so why the hell not? And maybe looking for
He's
more.
going
The
for more.
silence not really going to do anything. Make us start to right click away some of these critters. Oh, Boxy. This is the burst, right? Doesn't really matter all that much. He would have come back. Still a minute left on the Aegis. That's an Aghanim Scepter now in Resolution 2, so he's fully fight ready now.
Yeah, Resolution is getting the farm. For sure, Aghanim is a big power spike. Big Daddy is going for the AC here, which is of course very nice with the minions and the minions of S4 as well. They're gonna have a lot to work with there when he hits that.
Taiga. Get going on S4, tries to turn around for the roar, but does get silenced up. Boxy on the high ground, walking in, full staff forward.
Yo,
Blink
Necro
dagger
Boxer
onto
is
3
full.
heroes, doesn't quite find the angle for the burst strike though now, so he gets bursted down, but
Nice
no,
save.
Mika with the save. Can he
So
make his way out?
important for them.
Lift, burst strike to the side here. The cask not gonna bounce because of the invis. They're still running them down, even though they're kind of dropping low. Fly, isolate from most of his team as the stomp comes through onto the Luna. This is
Big
very,
is out.
very dangerous again. Nikki with the save. The epicenter coming through his box.
Big is
Recharge
out.
party. This Aegis is done. S4 is dying after his Lycan. Will not
Perfect fight for
return.
Alliance.
Alliance with the perfect timing. The stomp is there from Jarek, but he's not going to be doing anything with that. Triple kill for Tiger of all people. As Alliance take a huge team fight. And now, guess what? Mid-tier 1, they've been able to chip at it until now, but that just means free money available after that kind of a team fight.
And I don't know if OG didn't keep track of the Aegis timer or what happened there, and Alliance seemed to be very aware of it, because as soon as that Aegis timed out, Boxy channeled up his epicenter and it blew everything on him.
Yeah.
So
Even without
very,
that.
very big.
Even without that, OG could have been like, oh yeah, we're fighting on the shrine, it's gonna be fine. They got a whole lot of heals out of that, but they wasted so many spells. The Roar on Sunstrike
Yeah.
was completely countered out by Mika with that Astral Imprisonment. When Loda was low and stomped up in the front lines, he threw another one defensively. That was
Yeah.
so crucial for Alliance to just waste these kind of spells and make sure that the power is actually on their side.
I mean, that Astral for sure did save them, because eventually Boxy could come in with Epicenter again and blow up 2 targets, so yeah, huge win for Alliance here, and they're feeling good about that one, I'm sure.
Right. Can OG still keep the momentum up? I mean, with everything in this game, this gold graph has gone back across the 0 line again. So, but there's a lot
This-
of extra experience on Alliance, so that's the only kind of momentum that they have.
This game is all about the next Roshan, but OG, they don't want to stop being aggressive here. They're smoking up, but they think they want to get like a kill that defending the top tier 3 tower and then instantly go transition that into a push, and that could be super scary against this lineup. It pushes very fast.
They're especially already vulnerable. Bit of chip damage earlier. Mika showing himself first. Initiation though, you don't really have the blink roar or anything. Jarex he has a meteor hammer, but that takes even longer to channel up than a stomp.
Oh, here's a meteor hammer. I mean, makes sense on ET as well, actually.
Yeah, it does. Like you can stomp, then you can throw out the Earth Splitter and channel the meteor hammer at the same time. You don't really want to hit and wake people up anyway.
But the big thing for this game right now is next Roshan. Can OG get it, and can Alliance prevent them from getting it? That is the big thing right now. Because OG, if they get these edges, they want to take a big fight from that one and secure the a big advantage. And of course, Alliance, they don't want them to have it, obviously. So it is for sure the big next thing in this game.
But now Alliance, they don't have a lot of control over that side of the map. No vision here on the entire left hemisphere. Whereas there's a very deep observer already in the base of Alliance. Try and scout out some of these weapons, but right now,
I think that's
what is there?
from when they were smoked up and they wanted to make this play to hopefully transition it into a push.
Yep.
But it's just a nice ward now. They managed to get it with, because those wards usually get dewarded, but since they were in a smoke and Alliance weren't aware that they actually went for that sort of play.
Go smoke, scouted up on this Lycanwolf. They need a gem
Oh,
very
it's so
desperately
annoying.
here. It's like you figured they'd have the vision advantage with a Night Stalker, but no, not really.
Yeah, that's one thing we haven't talked about. They have Beastmaster and Lycan against Night Stalker. Both of them provides a lot of vision, whereas Night Stalker usually, yeah, they can play on this vision advantage, but they won't have it in this game.
Let's
Even
just
the
make a
ET
play for
Spirit.
the top tier 1 is still relatively free gold. I'm not sure if OG really wants to defend this. Doing that. Yeah, you know that the smoke, but you don't have a ward in this area. Have the wolves, but it might not necessarily be sure about the exact
Best
positioning.
for mid.
And no, to turn into something else though. S4 he still gets the roll off to just try and keep away from Sebastian. There's still plenty of damage on the cast. Not can bounce here, but there's also Death Ward forcing Tiger away. Already used the Void, could not cancel that himself.
And look at this,
Changed
Insania.
ultimates in the end.
Insania thinks he's sneaky, and like, hey, I have a ward here, we can bet there's a wolf on him. No-Till knows exactly what's happening.
Keeping out of that lane, Boxy could be fine. No follow-up there right now from Jax. Nika though, okay, he wants blood. Couple more right clicks, S4 is dead. No roll to protect himself, and now spends some imprisonment just to be safe. As Tiger does see fly rather isolated here. Do they have another imprisonment? No, they do not. And Boxy also cool down on his mobility items. So heads up play there from the Witch Doctor.
Roche
Bye.
is about
Able
to
make his way
spawn.
out of there. Kind of average respawn time.
Yeah, the
Both
big
teams have
thing
a
right
shot,
now
but
is that Alliance is controlling the area. OG will not be able to sneak this one. OG is gonna be on their toes to defend this Roshan.
seconds until Beastmaster comes back. I do not believe Alliance has scouted this yet. Even if, like, they also don't really have the best Roche lineup, right? I mean, they do have the Solo Crest though to help them out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, how quickly can they actually get this?
Yeah. With Luna, it's fairly fast. But the big thing for them isn't necessarily to get it themselves. It's just to not let OG have it.
Yep.
Like play around the area. If OG like goes for something, because they know OG is gonna go for something because they want this Roshan, so they're gonna like smoke up or something like this, and then all they need to do is win the fight or not lose it so badly that OG can get Roshan. But for now, moving away and OG is moving in, so we're kind of getting up this position, which is scary. It is scared to gain it back if Fly is allowed to kind of ward up this area and find the Alliance's wards, which they do not seem to have really in the Roche pit. That one
That's
in
one
mid
that they
though.
placed earlier behind the team tower. Another one on the other side of the map that's about to expire in a minute.
That one in mid though, which is a nice one. It's also unlikely to get dewarded because it's not really in the Roche pit.
Oh, they're fighting. Oh yeah,
Oh,
making
the
fun of the
Lincolns.
Jarex. Couple of right clicks and the hammer taking away all of the mana if nothing else. Loda with his BKB looks for some
dying.
eclipse targets. Not gonna get it though. Mika run down by No-Tail. Now he finds another one on Sania Boxy, missing the burst strike.
Big Daddy's going ham.
Double kill for him. The tornado as the BKB expires. Resolution. Okay, not enough control here for that meatball, but he has his own BKB. Tiger with a couple of right clicks here. Loda. Oh, not enough. No-Tail. Tanky. Way too tanky here to be bursted down even after that. And
they
Boxy,
get
well, there's no
Boxy?
path there anymore.
Wow,
Double
huge
kill
fight.
for Invoker at the end of that.
Big Daddy's even alive. And they say screw Roshan, we're going high ground.
Yeah. Looks like it here as they able to claim that very, very convincingly here. It's someone whose Alliance's turn to waste the Eclipse. And yeah, of course, No-Tail just he doesn't need a lot of time.
Yeah, and that's not a tower anymore. That's not a Rax. It's gone. It never been there. It looked like. And
I
this
think
is
so
the
too,
scare part
definitely.
about a Lycan, because you think that, hey, okay, we've like the early game aggression for Lycan, we've been able to withstand it. But this 30-40 minutes in, when he has his AC or whatnot, he's still super strong, and he just runs you down
Yep.
with his shapeshift form, and he crits you like hell. And yeah, Alliance isn't quite ready, and they're not super prepared on how to take that fight. And OG is punishing them insanely much.
Just like that, game falls apart for the Swedish squad. OG get one full set of racks, one melee racks top, and Roshan, Aegis and Chase now available for them. That's so much. No-Tail coming in big for just a few seconds. The one team fight where he actually has the opportunity to play his hero. Just right click somebody. Resolution also just going up with that BKB to 10-second charge. Much more effective than the one from Dota, as it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, Loda BKB is nice against Invoker, ET, and everything. I mean, they have Beastmaster Roar, they have especially Lycan's minions, like, you'll just get sliced through like nice old cheese. Like,
Old cheese is pretty hot, though.
I guess I shouldn't have added the old,
Yeah.
that made it weird. So, a newly made glorious cheese.
Like soft cheese, you know?
Yeah. Put on your sandwich, tasty.
Yeah. Pretty good indeed, but... Well, Alliance... way back here, I mean...
Dire's top shrine
Cannot
is
afford
under
another fight
attack.
like that.
But for
And
now,
lose the rest of the
Alliance.
base.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a very tough position now, and they know it. They feel that, hey, it's not the easiest for us to win this game anymore, but we have this Luna OD. We are very, very strong late game, so of course we're gonna keep playing.
Shouting out Boxy, Wilson Senior, though, down bottom. Well, TP's in, he'd want to find something. Resolution. Again, fast on his feet and
Hungry
catch
for
at
blood.
least one of
Yes,
them.
Aegis.
Yeah, there it is. Tornado actually catches both of these heroes. Staying there with the ice wall stolen will try and slow them down, but they both end up dropping. Boxy with a burst strike away. After the
Boxy's
roar
a
has
big one to
expired,
lose.
some strike of the
Oh, double force.
stop. Alright, and the blink dagger.
That's the friendship of Alliance. It's too strong. He won't let up Boxy die.
Dire's bottom shrine is
Keeping him
under
alive. Certainly important. Not have buyback, I do believe.
Losing Boxy would have been...
Dire's bottom
Yeah, they
shrine
would have
is
probably
under
lost all Raxes because he's the big team fight control for them. He's that AoE stun and that epicenter. Without that, they don't really have any team fight to nothing.
Yeah. This game that's been even for the longest time. After the team fight, you also see it in that gold graph. There was like a 13-14 swing of advantage that Alliance had at the beginning of that, and now
Dire
it's a 9-10k
standing.
advantage of OG.
And Jerax has gone for the Halberd, which I really like. It's super good against both Luna and Odie since they are range. The Halberd duration is gonna be longer than if it would be a melee hero. So against his range right-clicker cores, it is an amazing item.
So
Dota
just
would
getting
have
all the items that they want. Octarine Corn, Resolution, Dota. Butterfly completed. Okay, no buyback though. We're going down
Butterfly is
entirely.
gonna be... Yeah, it's do or die now. This Butterfly, he definitely needed to be able to fight them the next fight. It's gonna make him a lot more survivable against Lycan. So I mean, they can't really rely on, hey, let's just have buybacks, because they need as much item and as much inventory as they can, and they need to win the fight.
Not die Loda is just
Dire's
he's like
top
two,
barracks
one
is
step
under
too far
attack.
forward. For
If
now it's
Mickey-
good. For now he's fine.
Mickey can get the Shiva before, that would be huge, but it's a long way gone
Yeah.
away.
Seems unlikely. Boxy with a burst strike, just trying to slow these creeps down. Meanwhile though, look at
Grab.
Notail. Pops a BKB.
Are
And
fortified.
doesn't even care. Just wants to get these buildings. Objective-based gaming, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this is called.
That was a 10-second BKB, but they did bait out the glyph, which is a big one. Because next units that he has up in 70 seconds, the Necronomicons, he won't have that glyph and he can't pop BKB again, and he's gonna get the tower in merely seconds.
Nick agrees with you, it seems. But yeah, I mean, Lions, they're grouping up now. They have to take a fight outside the base, but this vision here, the Hawk, the Spirit, making it so hard to sneak up on people. Oh gee, they can just decide, hey, want to take this fight? Nah, whatever. We can just push and split push and find another opportunity later, so just walk away from that.
Resolution, he has the Octarine now, so he's a strong and independent invoker.
Yep. They're already at it again. And walls again, just for vision. They have a gem at this
Yeah,
point? Yeah, they do on a Night Stalker, so it can be as effective as it used to be.
Necrobook ready in 15 seconds. They did lose the Aegis though, but they might just go for it again. Do some poke damage to the least and just see how it goes.
But still has the cheese if he needs to. Punch on some powder.
Look at his resistance tip is up. He wants to bait some heroes there and like kind of just yeah make loud noises, you know. So Alliance will want to do something about it, and then No-Tail just rats. You see, No-Tail is all by himself on the bottom lane now.
But
Rest of the
roll in.
squad.
Boxy, well, this is kind of bait if Resolution gets a kill. Boxy, for now, he's not playing him. Getting out of there. TP back home. Didn't pull the trigger just yet, but I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, the entire 4-man squad of OG is playing on the top side of the map, and No-Tail is just all by himself. And
Link,
now all they have to do
Link
is...
burst strike. Going on Beastmaster. S4, nice force off to the high ground, but Tiger already baiting, but doesn't have the power. Now the BKB Resolution. He wants to get some kills, but at the same time, No-Tail fighting up against Loda here instead of the tower. The bash coming through. Loda's losing this team fight. Losing this man fight right now. Epicenter in front just to keep OG away at this point, so the rest of Lions can reinforce. But Mika, he was caught up in the middle of that. First one to drop, no buyback on him. The only one who has it on the Dire side, or the only ones who have it now, is Loda. Boxy and Insane is also just ticked in. Meteor Hammer though, well, that's also certainly going to be helpful. Nice little double tornado, EMP. Quite enough to catch Tiger. Eliminates his way out of that AoE, but the tower is already down.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Without Mickey, it's not possible for them to take a fight. They just don't really have the damage without him. Sure, Luna packs a punch for sure, but Mickey's the other big hero for them. But OG's gonna be happy with the tower. They don't know that he doesn't have a buyback, so it's understandable. They are in no rush whatsoever.
Oh. No point even whether wait for the next Roshan. I mean, they already respawn in 45 seconds. Not too far away.
Yeah, they're gonna do either that or they're gonna keep doing what they're doing. They're gonna place 4 around the top lanes and hope that Alliance kind of to draw their attention to them, and then No-Tail just does his thing on the bottom. But probably gonna go for Roshan, just be safe, and OG is a very safe team.
Not really give any attack surfers over to Alliance at the able to get 1 or 2 pickoffs. Get some extra map control back, just farm their own jungle for a change. They've been kind of stuck in the base for a long time now. The Hawks.
Scout them out.
Scouting and now Resolution. Four staff, blink forward, but Alliance. Dota pops a BKB to try and fight, but that's what she says. Get the hell out of here. Boxy finds the burst strike, the Beastmaster. A couple of 4 staffs on the side of OG though.
And here comes No-Tail.
Getting into safety. Oh god, he's already in. BKB TP out those
protection,
right there.
luckily. There's not backdoor there. I think that Rags is dead.
Could be a fight for Alliance here, unless Daniel's trying to play around it.
Oh,
A couple more
Resolution!
right clicks will finish him up. Resolution though, he's dropping low at the same time. Tiger is trying to run him down, but Resolution is as fast and does have the blink available. The Eclipse from Loda. Derek's fly, they're kind of tanky, so lucky enough to instantly burst him down. The right clicks will have to do the. What? How is he still alive? Oh, there we go. Finally pops. Tiger looking for more, but runs into Resolution as he turns around. Epicenter being channeled though by Boxy. He's looking for No-Tail. He is. Doesn't actually get a whole lot of these pulses off on a Lycan, but it's going to be enough. Glimmer Cape keeping them safe for now. They do have a cask bouncing around to the other side just for a little bit, but yeah, the Glimmer Cape is enough. They didn't quite have detection already. Oh, they did, but not enough power. Burn through it.
Yeah, Tiger thought that No-Tail is gonna die and he backed off with the gem, but it wasn't.
So scrappy these team fights. I'm having a hard time understanding where they're gonna go. It's so close. I mean, Elder Titan almost staying alive, Resolution almost dying.
Being in Alliance shoes now is so stressful because, yeah, you wanna, like, if you see kind of OG being out of position, you wanna go on them, but always in the back of your head you need to think, hey, these Raxes are completely naked. Like, No-Tail will run for them, so you can't just run blindly for kills. You need to always keep in mind, No-Tail is gonna come here and he's gonna backdoor us.
Yep.
And Roshan is fairly late spawn, but it's about to come up now, and OG is just gonna get it straight away. I don't think Alliance has the balls to defend this, because once again, their racks are very, very exposed.
So for forward though, Resolution Also trigger a couple of right clicks with the cold snap, but Mika keeping him safe for now. S4 ready. Yeah, they have plenty for follow-up. He scouted them out. Needs to get that going for herself, but now with that hero down, Lions certainly can't fight this, even if they thought they might have had a shot, but no tail in the middle. Some help from Aids, Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher shot now. Would you put the shot on?
Invoker? Yeah. Or S4?
I'd like to see the double
Actually,
from
yeah.
He's getting the
ET, I mean, ET Beastmaster or Resolution are actually on Lycan too. Like, all 4 heroes are good. 2 Necrobooks and 2 Shapeshifts and 2 Earth Ditters, 2 Roars. I mean, seems to be on S4 for now.
BOG, now this is the time. Everything that you could possibly want to just take a team fight, even if you lose your heroes, even if you drop like Resolution going to ham, doesn't matter because really the team fight would last long enough for them to just right click down these racks with summons.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Alliance, they want to take a fight outside of their base, but not so much outside that they can get ratted by a Lycan or whatnot. That's a fine thread to balance on, and we're just gonna have to see if they can make it happen.
Hit a lot of matter for the pops BKB here. I guess the help from Mika instead, but one strike. Yeah, between a couple of creeps. Stumble connect, Resolution just straight up linking in. That's for looking for the roll, but Lotus Orb will make that very difficult. Dota gets smashed up on his BKB. Still get the damage from No-Tail here. The Satanic not gonna be enough to keep him safe. He gets bashed up again in the middle of that. S4 with the first second roll already here. This power on both of these cores. They all buy back. First strike, blocked by Lincolns for some stupid reason. As OG with these buybacks, they still respect Alliance enough to say, nope, we're not sticking around. We're just gonna take another team fight once we've got all our cooldowns back. All they do right now is Burst Strike coming through onto Jarex, but there's just no burst, there's no damage. Resolution still there with tornadoes, EMPs, everything. The Earth Splitter, very good angle here. Gonna only snap back Tiger still. Moxie still gets another strike off. Mika is time to right click, but disarmed here from Jarex. Resolution can continue to right click after all though, but does trigger the Aegis. Couple of bounces for AoE. Loda will for the second time though. Triple kill for Resolution, and he's not done yet. Blink across to the other side, pops another BKB. Just starts to right click, doesn't even cast spells anymore. S4 trying to help him out. Mika making it. Just barely back to the fountain. The burst strike and Resolution from Boxy. He's trying to do what he can, but he cannot sit there in the sandstorm and expect to stay safe. GG will play this call. During all of that, No-Tail, of course, the Lycan hitting buildings.
Yeah, he's showing Alliance how to be rats. He thinks, hey, this new roster of Alliance, I haven't seen you rat enough. This is how you do it, by the way.
It was certainly the OG that we were used to seeing here. Alliance, they had a shot, but just losing that one team fight set them back so far up against this Lycan Beastmaster strat.
Yeah, they did so well the entire game. They did keep the pace in their favor.